Amid allegations of irregularities in the conduct of the NEET UG exams, the qualifier for getting admissions to MBBS courses, the Union Health Ministry late last night postponed the NEET PG tests which were scheduled for today. The fresh dates of the exam are yet to be announced. The government says the exam has been postponed in the interest of the students. My colleagues will join us shortly from across the country, bringing us updates on what students are talking about this particular move. But first, listen into what the United Doctors Front Association had to say.
एट द लास्ट मोमेंट 10 घंटे पहले एग्जाम को पोस्टपोन किया जा रहा है। मतलब ये बहुत ही एक नीट यूजी के बाद एक नया स्कैम, नीट यूजी का स्कैम हुआ। इसका मतलब सरकार को ये पूरा भरोसा था कि एग्जाम पेपर लीक हुआ है। ये पहले नीट यूजी का एग्जाम लीक हुआ, उसके बाद भी अभी तक सरकार ये काम चल ही रही है। उसके बाद नीट पीजी जो कि डॉक्टर्स का एग्जाम है, 2 लाख MBBS डॉक्टर्स इस एग्जाम को देने वाले हैं। नीट पीजी को इतना बड़ा एग्जाम है ये। 10 घंटे पहले लोग कहां सेंटर से 500 किलोमीटर कोई कहां से दूर से आया हुआ है। जो डॉक्टर्स हैं उनके साथ पूरा खिलवाड़ किया जा रहा है। ये उनकी हेल्थ के साथ मेंटली टॉर्चर किया जा रहा है ये सरकार के द्वारा। मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एज वेल एज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन सभी इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं।
I'm being joined by my colleague Aishwarya, joining us from outside the Education Minister's residence. My colleague Anuj joins us from Mumbai and Sam from Chennai. Let me first get in Aishwarya. Aishwarya, now NEET PG exam has been postponed. What is the government citing as the main reasons?
Well, certainly after a huge uproar over the NEET UG examinations and cancellation of the UGC NET examination, it was government who took a flurry of decisions yesterday late night, in which they cancelled the NEET PG examinations. Also on the other side, the government constituted a 7-member panel committee to look after the entire mechanism of the National Testing Agency, which is the paramount body for conducting the national level examinations, which will be headed by former ISRO chief. The government also took a decision to order a CBI probe in the NEET NEET UG examinations, and also it was stated by the government that the students' interest is paramount. Now, 2 things at a simultaneous time is happening. Number one is the uproar by the students. They're saying that the last-minute decisions of the government is hampering their mental status. There has been a huge financial burden on them. They had been preparing for these examinations for a very long time, and when governments take such decisions, it affects them and it affects the families who had been supporting them for last 1 year. It takes a lot of time for a student to prepare for it, but government had taken such decisions which are affecting, and therefore the reason perhaps in the entire country the student organizations are very angry of the decisions which had been taken. But if we talk about the government, they had been saying that whatever is needed to hold these people accountable for the discrepancies in the examinations, whether it is paper leak, whether it is irregularities, the person accountable will be responsible and will be held guilty, and therefore the reason perhaps such strong decisions had been taken. Now, yesterday it was first the Health Ministry who cancelled the NEET PG examinations. Remember, today it was almost 2,27,000 students who had to give the examinations across 292 cities, but that got cancelled late last night. Also, it was Ministry of Education who ordered for a CBI probe in the NEET UG examinations, which faced a huge uproar after there were several reports of paper leak irregularities that came out. In fact, the Union Education Ministry stated that they are in very close contact with the Bihar Police, Haryana Police, Gujarat Police, and they are receiving several inputs and arrested several of the people who had been found behind these entire examination and paper leak process, and the questioning is underway. The CBI had been handled the entire matter to thoroughly investigate into the entire matter. But amid of it, the politics had also erupted. It is from the Congress to the DMK to the TMC. All the opposition parties had been mounting attack on the central government. Rahul Gandhi himself stated on the social media X that it is a complete failure of Narendra Modi's government as far as education system in this country is concerned. It is completely failed, and somebody has to take accountability. The students' organizations on the other side also demanding the complete scrapping of the National Testing Agency.
Right. My colleague Prabhakar also joining us from Hazaribagh. We'll come to the politics part of it. Let me first bring in my colleague Anuj joining us from Mumbai. Anuj, how are students reacting to the postponement of the NEET PG exams? Some of them may not have gotten the notification last night as well. It came very late last night.
Well, yes, the situation in Maharashtra is multifold for students. You see that, of course, this is just one of the additions to the already a long list of controversies surrounding several examinations at centre and the state level. Earlier it was NEET UG, and now, of course, it is NEET PG. One of the highlights about NEET PG exams in Mumbai or across Maharashtra, or at least places close to Mumbai, is the fact that several people from across the smaller towns and mostly the rural pockets of the state and even the country had selected Mumbai or places like Nandurbar, Raigad or close by places as their centre. And because of this extremely last moment notification on the cancellation of this exam, it has sent a wave of frustration across these students who had spent a lot of money, time and resources in travelling and making sure that they get an accommodation in these places which are relatively expensive than the rest of the country. So, more than the impact of or more than the assumption of it being corruption or those things, it has taken a backseat at the moment because of the immediateness of it and because of the fact that the notification came literally hours before the exam was supposed to take place. It sent a wave of frustration, and many people are taking to social media to talk about this.
Right, stay on with us, Anuj. Let me bring in Sam joining us from Chennai as well. Sam, now politics is also emerging over the NEET exam, especially in Tamil Nadu and in the national level as well. Take us through the flack that the centre is facing from regional parties.
The ruling DMK says these series of disasters involving the NTA and the NEET results, both the UG and the postponement of the NEET PG exams, only reinforce and validate the allegations that the National Testing Agency has lost its credibility and it's just incompetent to hold national level exams like this. And for a long time, the ruling DMK and the AIADMK together have been demanding exemption of NEET from Tamil Nadu. They were alleging that besides the irregularities and inadequacies, they were also alleging that NEET favors the affluent students who can afford private coaching, spending 3 to 5 lakh rupees, or even take a year or two as a break to prepare for these exams. And this does not offer a level playing field, particularly for students from rural areas who may come from poor backgrounds, despite scoring very high marks in class 12. Just because they're unable to afford private coaching, they're not able to really crack NEET scoring very high marks to be able to get admission to government medical colleges which they can afford. And they've been demanding this for a long time. The Tamil Nadu Assembly has also passed a bill seeking NEET exemption. Now they want this to be given nod. They want the central government to recommend to the president so that this bill will become an act and Tamil Nadu will be exempted from NEET. For almost a decade, Tamil Nadu had no medical entrance test. They had made medical admission on the basis of class 12 marks. They want to revert back to that. Now these series of scams, they say, alleged scams, they say will only dent the credibility of NEET both for undergraduate and postgraduate admissions, and people will look at this as a joke. That's what they say. And lastly, they also say this only tacitly nurtures the billion-dollar coaching industry, whether the NEET exam is held on time or it's postponed or cancelled. All these are tacit ways of promoting NEET coaching so that more and more students out of fear and anxiety will sign up to this. And this is only a system, they say, to nurture the coaching industry and to supply a steady stream of students to private medical colleges, which are largely owned by politicians.
Right, stay on with us, Sam. Let me bring in Prabhakar as well. Prabhakar, now the Bihar paper leak probe has gotten murkier as well. What details are emerging from the investigation so far?
See, it's the EOU, the Economic Offence Wing of Bihar Police, which has been investigating into it, and they have the investigation has spread not only across Bihar but has entered the state of Jharkhand as well. And we are right now in Hazaribagh. The reason why we are here is because this is emerging as one of the epicenters, possible epicenters of the paper leak. Now the EU sources are confirming to us that there is a strong possibility that the paper leak might have actually happened from Hazaribagh. The reason why they are arriving at this conclusion is that they had recovered a half-burned booklet from the possession of students who were arrested and who had actually confessed before the EOU that they were given the question paper 2 days in advance, that they had marked it up and they had appeared for the examination, and the original question paper which was given to them inside the examination hall, that actually tallied with the question paper they were given 2 days in advance. So there is a booklet number over there. They tried to burn it out, but somehow the booklet number was visible and the police recovered it. That booklet number was issued to one of the 5 centers in Hazaribagh. And that's the reason why EOU believes that Hazaribagh might be a possible center from where the paper leak might actually have happened. So that's the reason why the EOU team has visited Hazaribagh 2-3 times. They have investigated, they have talked to the center operators, the school, basically the school owners where the centers were put up, and there were 5 centers in Hazaribagh. So that is why we are calling a possible epicenter, Hazaribagh being a possible epicenter of this entire paper leak. Now this entire gang which is involved here, they hail from Nalanda district in Bihar. Most of them have their roots in Nalanda district of Bihar. And remember, there was around 4 to 5 years back, a similar incident had happened in Bihar. A guy named Ranjit Dawn, who was involved in a similar kind of exercise of a medical examination. He was taking money, and in lieu of that, actually getting the question papers leaked for the medical examination. That time it was not called NET, but the medical entrance test. And Ranjit Dawn also hailed from Nalanda, so there is a strong possibility that it's the same gang which is involved. And the EOU has confirmed to us that the Ravi Atri gang, which Ravi Atri is a guy who's currently in a Meerut jail. He was involved in the constable examination which happened in UP, also the SBI exam, and he's lodged in jail because of those cases actually pending against him. So this entire operation which has happened in Bihar and Jharkhand and also the eastern part of UP is just a Bihar module of Ravi Atri gang which has operated, and the EU has confessional statement of the students who are confirming that the paper leak had actually happened on the ground.
Right, stay on with us, Prabhakar. My colleague Tanushka joins us from a NEET examination center in Delhi. Tanushka, how are students reacting to the removal of the NTA chief and the postponement of the PG entrance exam?
Well, Aarti, of course, students do find themselves in a sense of a limbo right now, with the NEET postgraduate examinations also having been postponed amidst irregularities for the NEET undergraduate examination. The Union Health Ministry last night, late on Saturday night, announced the postponement of the NEET post-graduation examination, which did come as a surprise to definitely most students, as you know, a lot of them come from far off places and their centers are elsewhere, so travel plans and plans for stay, all these bookings or even on the financial front were already made by these students. So it's not just in terms of their future, in the sense that what now, again the huge question mark has appeared onto their future, that okay, when are the exams then, and a delay in postgraduate examinations, as these are already MBBS graduates, alright, so this causes a delay in their careers as well, for them to acquire a job ahead. And what we also know is that nearly 2 lakh students were to appear for this exam across 52,000 seats in the post-graduation program across the country. So all of these 2 lakh students now are, it's like a stopgap. They don't know what's ahead next, and this move was taken by the ministry on grounds, that's what they've said in the statement, that it's a precautionary measure because of the irregularities that have surfaced in the NEET UG exam. They hope that the same is not happening in the PG exam as well. So therefore this was done as a precautionary move. However, at a very late stage, like it was informed last night to the students that their exam has been postponed. So it's obviously come to the students as a surprise, and the Union Health Ministry has also said that they will carry out a robust and thorough check into the examination procedure for the post-graduation to ensure the integrity of the exam this time. Back to you.
Stay on with us, Anushka. Aishwarya Jain still with us. Aishwarya, now the centre has faced flack from the opposition, but the students have protested against them as well. Now, the big challenge for them would be to face the opposition in the parliament sessions.
Well, certainly, and just before the first session of the Lok Sabha, it is the government of India which has taken this decision to hand it over the probe to the CBI for thorough investigation, and the Ministry of Education, in consultation with the government of India, clearly had been saying that the students' interest is paramount for them, and their future is safe in their hands, and whatever decision it needs to be taken, the government of India will not hesitate to take it. Those people will be held accountable. But certainly it is from the Congress party, Rahul Gandhi to Priyanka Gandhi Vadra to the senior leaders clearly attacking the government, that this is a complete failure of the central government, and after the pressure that was mounted by the opposition parties, it was government who has taken such decisions. But what about the students? What about their future? And what about the financial burden that they had incurred in the last 1 year, and they had been prepared? Their families are involved. Who will be responsible for that? Somebody had to be accountable, and they have also demanded the resignation of the education minister as well. In fact, interestingly, it was government of India who removed the NTA DG last night and had posted him to the DOPT until the further orders comes. But certainly all all the demands that the opposition parties can raise in the parliament is something that the government of India had already taken decisions. The CBI probe, removal of the NTA DG, and also the cancellation of the exams on the basis of the discrepancies and irregularities found in the recent examinations. So yes, of course, the opposition will mount more pressure. Today we are expecting that several of the opposition party leaders will protest. They will come out in open, attack the government. But on the other side, the government of India has been saying constantly that whatever pressure, whatever opposition might say, this is not a time for politics. This is a time that we should stand together with our students. Of course, unfortunate thing had happened in the past, but they are now doing all the right things to correct the errors which had been done in the past.
Right. Let me bring Sam also joining us from Chennai. Sam, now the question of mental health of students, especially medical aspirants, NEET aspirants, has been brought in by politicians earlier as well. We had seen the Anita case in Tamil Nadu as well, which was taken as a big example of how mentally straining such decisions could be surrounding NEET exams or any sort of competitive exam, and how it affects students. Is that being brought up again in politics?
Very true, because Tamil Nadu has seen more than 20 such NEET-related death by suicides by aspirants. One, because these students are largely from underprivileged backgrounds and they score high marks in class 12, but they suffer from that kind of an emotional fear and anxiety, particularly when they're not able to afford private coaching. They have to compete with students who have fully prepared, taking coaching from private centers, and that often leads to that kind of an emotional trauma, leading to such tragic decisions. And even this time, these are doctors who are now trying for their postgraduate admission. Many called us last night how, since this announcement came on the eve of the scheduled exam, how much of money they had spent. Some from Chennai had traveled to places like Trichy to take this examination. They had checked into hotels, the travel time, the leave they had obtained, and the momentum this breaks. Their year-long preparation for this, everything comes to a standstill, leading to stress and also so much of emotional anxiety, things like that. I think that's very important. And the ruling DMK says this time these steps and interventions, cancellations were possible only because of the mounted joint attack by the opposition, which was not possible over the last 10 years.
Right. Prabhakar, in terms of the Bihar web or the sort of network of the exam mafia, as we could call it, has that been unraveled, or are there some loose ends in the case as well?
No, the investigation is still underway, so we would not call it a complete investigation so far. The EU has come up with few names, as we know, Atul Vats and Sanjeev Mukhya and Sikandar. They are the names that have that has surfaced in the EU investigation. Sanjeev Mukhya, who happens to be the local kingpin out here and directly reporting to Ravi Atri, he is still at large. The others have been arrested, and the EU says that there are many other names which will actually crop during the which will come up during the investigation. So that's the reason why they have actually started raiding many places. We were told that raids were carried out yesterday also at Ranchi, at Hazaribagh, at other locations in Bihar and Jharkhand. So they are hopeful that new names would actually crop up, and now that the investigation is handed over to CBI, so they might actually well hand over the entire documents or the investigation documents to the CBI now, and that procedure might actually start from Monday onwards. Yeah.